Let,
Welcome to
hey,
the
bro.
goddamn Drip to Heaven podcast today. You feel me? We got
Ain't
a
no, ain't
very,
no, ain't
very,
no
very,
welcome to the Drip
very
to Heaven podcast.
yes, yes, yes. We got a very controversial topic today. It's about the early stages of Dragon Ball before it transitioned to what we know as Battle Shonen, and then also we're gonna talk a little bit about Japan's weird, dark ass culture because why? But we're gonna let the enthusiasts start off first. We're gonna let Meech go dribble. It's on you, my boy.
All right, so backstory.
Nigga,
All right,
All right, Brian.
all right, Brian.
hey, my
They
fault,
go
my
get us
fault,
demonetized.
my
But
fault.
nah.
Chill out, Brian.
Long story short, they was on Twitter. Niggas would be like, they have like an anime and be like, or just a series, be like, say something about this fandom. It was on Dragon Ball. SAR said, if you haven't watched OG Dragon Ball, you aren't a fan of the series. XYZ yada yada yada. The homie Winry, that nigga said quite a, I guess, controversial tweet or post or whatever.
Hold
He
on,
basically said,
hold on. Did you say when?
Been called him
yeah, that's
Winry.
his boy Winry. Winry. That's the homie.
Oh, my fault. Go ahead. Yeah, my fault.
But yeah, nah, bro, he was like, he said, niggas ain't got to be a fan to watch what he said 153 episodes of sexual harassment and rape jokes, and that caused quite a storm. Like nigga got ratioed basically. But
Yeah.
in a sense, I can see where he's coming from because I'm not gonna lie. I've read the manga. I've read through OG Dragon Ball into Z. A lot of the jokes don't fly, bro. That shit is kind of like, I understand it was a different time, 80s, but nah, that shit wouldn't fly today. And I'm glad like Toriyama kind of like hints at this because like it starts out as the original, like Dragon Ball starts out as a gag manga basically, and then it slowly transitions. I want to say around like the 22nd tournament because
Yeah.
it's between like the red ribbon, the 22nd tournament is where it transitions
Yeah.
into like the battle shonen. But
Yeah.
prior to that, there are like a bunch of sexual jokes towards Bulma and just like it's like it's kind of hard to get to, but and I can see where Bo was coming from because if you try to introduce someone to that nowadays, it's like, nah, bro, this shit weird as hell. Like niggas really like this shit. I will admit he was exaggerating with all 153 episodes. No, it's not all 153 episodes. It's literally like in the first major arc where they're searching for the Dragon Balls and like getting to like group with each other into like the first tournament. And I'm not gonna lie, everybody knows about Master Roshi. Nigga's a polarizing character. Great, great teacher, polarizing character, individual, and just, but like, yeah, his whole thing, and a lot of other sexual jokes too towards Bulma. But like, once you get past that 21st to like Red Ribbon Army, uh, uh, story arc, and then you start to see the transition when Tien and them like get introduced, and then it's like, all right, now we getting away from like the comedic jokes into like the battle shonen. So my stance on it is like, yes, I understand where he's coming from. That shit is it will turn some people off. It's like, nah, bro, I don't want weird. It's like I don't want to watch this weird shit, and rightfully so. That nigga, them jokes were out of pocket. They were using Boma to sexualize her to get their jokes off and whatnot. But it's like at the same time, this is part of the whole story. That's why niggas always want to sit there and say, fucking, oh, Dragon Ball characters don't have no development or like Goku never changes. It's like, well, nigga, you're watching half of the story with Z. If you start there, you gotta watch from episode 1, chapter 1, and see these characters evolve. Like I had to do that myself too when I got older. It's like I knew about Dragon Ball. I never like actually sat down and watched it or read it. But when I did, it was like, okay, this is where these niggas got their like where they started from. And then after I did that, I would go read into Z, and it's like, okay, this shit it makes it 10 times better. So yeah, it's really polarizing on both ends. I definitely understand what bro's coming with. I didn't like how niggas was trying to come at him though, like, oh bro, you ain't watched Dragon Ball, you don't know what you're talking about X, Y, and Z, like, or oh, it's
That
just
nigga
dark
live.
humor.
That nigga live. He was live tweeting him reading Dragon Ball. So how can you say he never watched it when he live tweeted him reading it?
Like, I don't, and it's just like,
Oh, that's
and the thing
wild.
is about the fans, and the thing about the fans is like, y'all know this shit is in here, so why y'all capping? Like, y'all know Master Roshi is
What
a
got
perv.
me?
Like,
What
it's
got
just
me
like,
most is the whole. It's just people saying like it's dark humor. Get over it. Like, bro, rape jokes and sexual assault at any time period is just not funny. I'm sorry, it's just not funny.
nah, that shit, nah, that
Especially when it's actually towards a female. You know what I'm saying? Like, I get at some point in some point in time, like that was like I wouldn't say like a thing that people would like that do now, but like back then, like that was like I would say it's okay, but people made a lot of sexual assault and rape jokes and all that other type of shit. And looking back at on it today, it's kind of like that shit was wrong. Like it's
Yeah.
okay to take accountability. That shit was wrong, bro. Like some of these women be going through traumatic things, getting raped. Some of these women go be going through traumatic things with sexual assault. So it's kind of like, yo, it's wrong. It is wrong. It's not okay, bro. So to be like, yo, it's dark humor. Yeah, I like dark humor too, but dark humor only goes so far, bro.
or to tell a nigga that he ain't ever read or watched the series. It's like, nigga, this shit is right here when you, like, literally within the first 2 chapters of Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
You
like
already
literally,
this
like,
the Master Roshi, and it's like he already has Bulma doing some off the wall stuff. It's like, okay, yeah, this definitely wouldn't fly today. So where is this? I don't understand that. So, but I can understand him like being like, it's not all 153 episodes, which I bro was exaggerating on that. But he was right in saying like there are harassment jokes or Bulma being just the butt of the fucking sexual jokes and shit like that. It's like that's not cool nowadays, bro. Like, different time, yes, but niggas can look at that shit and be like, yeah, this shit was
that
wild.
shit was wrong. Yeah, that shit was wrong, bro.
like,
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 this shit is not okay. Yeah, this shit is not okay,
like,
bro.
and I will admit, getting through that is kind of like, all right, okay. I know what I'm getting into the reading. If I ever want to reread Dragon Ball, I'm like, okay, I know what I'm getting into X, Y, and Z. On the record, I'm gonna say this: Dragon Ball is the first part of Dragon Ball. It's a great story. It's good. It's great. It's just takes a while to get to that. If you're counting in all these jokes that these niggas have been using, I put jokes in quotations because these shits aren't jokes.
Yeah,
Maybe
it's
jokes to the Japanese niggas. If it may be jokes to the Japanese niggas over there, but nah, that's just not funny to me.
Yeah,
The jokes I've never
a
laughed
hard
like
read.
once. And it's just like niggas are calling that shit. Like, you can call out like, if you got a favorite series, you can still call out the bullshit that the author has put in there. And Dragon Ball's no exception. So I don't see why these niggas tried to attack my boy over what he said.
It's insane. Look, it's
No,
crazy. It's more
listen,
crazy
they
because like
attacking
I'm
him.
talking to bro, like bro is a fan of Dragon Ball.
Yeah.
So it's kind of like, how you gonna sit there and say this, bro? He's a fan of the franchise, of the comic, my nigga. So it's kind of like, what the hell are you talking about? Like,
And the thing is, for me, right? I never understood it until I finished Z, and then I went back and I was like, okay, let me go peep what Dragon Ball is about. Nigga, a good portion. Listen, them jokes is getting thrown around like slurs in that motherfucker. I ain't gonna lie to you.
It really
Like,
do,
in
bro.
that first half, like that little good first half, they was getting thrown them jokes, humor, whatever the hell you want to call it, whatever this fan base want to call it. Listen, Roshi was throwing
That
them.
shit was
Roshi was throwing them motherfuckers out there, boy.
bro.
Roshi was throwing them motherfuckers. Like, he was acting like the true definition of a old pervy man. You feel?
and it's more crazy because my fault, go ahead.
Granted, that's how he's depicted. You feel me? And also, he's this masterclass sensei. You feel me? Teaching them um teaching Goku, Krillin. You feel me? They basically grew up. They like they brothers. You feel me? But at the same time, it's like I like the transition of it going from just adventure and it's comical and all over the place type of shit to an actual legit battle shonen when they start getting into the tournaments and the red ribbon army got introduced and like like you just start seeing a little bit more. You feel me? So it's like I can understand what some of these Dragon Ball fans come from. It's like, oh, you feel me? Like that was just only the first half, but other than that, it's like we're good. And it's like, listen, you really can't just skip over
That's
that.
the
You,
thing.
you can't skip over that shit. Is plain as day. It's like plain as
It's not
day.
even that. It's like the people that was coming from my nigga. It's like, yo, none of them niggas were saying that. Like every single nigga on there was like, oh, bro, you ain't watch Dragon Ball. You ain't watch Dragon Ball.
Yeah,
Like no, and then half these niggas I've seen was saying like, were like just like straight out not even talking about Roshi. You know what I'm saying? Like we all know that Roshi was the one that was making the jokes and shit like that. But niggas was out here saying, oh, you're talking about Goku transition. He's not from Earth. All this shit, blah blah blah. He never said nothing about the
he
Goku.
never said
He
nothing
never
about
singled.
Goku,
He
bro.
never he never singled out Goku. Nothing like that. We all know Goku was a kid, not from this earth. You don't know what regular people look like. Blah blah blah. Yeah, we get that. But I'm talking like nigga Roshi. We're talking about Roshi, the nigga that was the jokes was centered around. Be for real.
Listen, you know it's crazy, and they think that he went hard about just only Roshi and shit, and him throwing the motherfucker. Wendy feel the same way about Jiraiya when he was doing the whole kid Naruto and telling him to transform into a girl and shit. Like he
That shit is
like
what that shit is
Yo, I
wild.
listen,
was just
Like,
about to
but
listen.
like
say
if you think
some of
about
the
He
it, that
best
hate
shit's
that.
teachers are
wild.
all
Listen,
perverts.
he hate that shit too, and I understand because even with the whole Jiraiya shit, I never understood it. Like never understood like why the fuck you
Oh
want him to turn
yeah,
to why the fuck you want him to turn to a girl? That shit is
Yeah, even as
crazy.
a kid, yo, yeah,
yeah.
bro. Even as a kid,
It's
when I
not
seen
just with
that
Dragon
shit,
Ball
I
either.
was
It's a lot of these
It's
yeah, it's
shonen
a
it's
lot
a
that
of
lot of these
yeah.
shonens.
It's not even just
that
shonen. It's a lot of like Japanese comics in general. They
Well,
get a
yeah,
kick out of the
that
shit.
that too.
Yeah, they get a kick out of it. It doesn't just. It's not just shonen. You can go to any joke, like any other ichi, all that other type of fucking mangas they make, bro. That's all weird sexual assault jokes in their culture. It's just that's what it is. Like I'm not saying it's okay. I'm not
like
justifying it, but that's what it is. Like
yeah. I'm not gonna lie. That whole Jiraiya with Naruto thing. I'm like, okay, my nigga. Like, was this supposed to be comical? I don't know.
Bro, honestly, I used to side out them
yeah,
shit.
but to
I used to
them,
side
it's
out the fuck out
comical.
them.
Like in their culture, bro, that shit to them is funny. To us, who know people and seen people and all the weird shit we've learned as kids about women getting assaulted and shit like that, like to us that's not okay. But over there, bro, that shit is legit like comedy to them, and it's insane.
Now you know what's funny? This one dude say he asked when he say, "Bro, what hentai were you watching?" Because I assure you, it was not Dragon Ball. First off, I could tell you automatically just didn't watch Dragon
I could just tell that nigga a weirdo off dick for
Ball.
real.
Off rip, like, cause what the fuck hentai? What
You just a
hentai
weird.
even got to
You
do
just
with
a
this?
weirdo. Yeah, you just a weird nigga. Yeah, like
Like honestly,
nobody's talking about hentai. What the fuck are you doing, my nigga? Like, go away.
like honestly, it's just like they
And
know
then
it's there. I don't know why they like act like it
niggas
wasn't.
contradicting themselves. Like niggas were like legit contradicting themselves, literally agreeing with this nigga, but still trying to make him seem like he was wrong. Like, what the? Do you know what you're typing? Did you read that before you hit send, nigga? No, you didn't.
So it's
but
just
but
like
hey, like they always say, don't fuck with Dragon Ball fans. They can't read.
they can't read.
Listen,
Like like how you say Dragon Ball? Like if you don't want to agree with Wendy's about the whole 153 episodes, it's not all 153 episodes, but you can't deny the fact that nigga Master Roshi's in the series. That nigga
yeah,
Oolong is in the same series too. Like, what are we doing?
Yeah, but I say Oolong. We can't bust it. We can't forget Oolong too.
bro, bro, listen. It's like,
Like,
bro,
I don't
listen.
know,
It's
bro.
it's 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 crazy because it's like y'all they're trying hard to downplay and overlook it when it's like something that's blatantly obvious. Like,
Especially in OG Dragon Ball, it's like right in your face. Like they toned it down. Like if you compare it from like OG Dragon Ball to Z, that shit is drastically toned down in Z.
It's barely. I don't even think it's there.
It's there, but it's like
his yeah, it's not as bad. Like it's not as bad at all.
It's there, but it's nowhere near as bad as like
I think
Dragon Ball.
like the most he does is with like a note, like he gets like just nosebleeds. I don't think he'd be like groping women and shit like he used to. I think it's just like the nosebleeds and shit. I think that's really all it is. Like I don't think the nigga full out like gropes him and touches him and shit. So
that nigga Master Roshi's on American's Most Wanted in OG Dragon Ball, bro. And that fight between him and that fight between him and what's that one shorty name in the tournament?
My dumbass almost said Rebrian.
No. When he was Jackie Chan. No. It was
you talking about OG Dragon? My bad. About Tournament of Power.
It was a shorty. It was the
I'm about Tournament of Power too.
It was between Nam and what was her name? Ron Pond or something like that. Shorty literally took her off her clothes to distract that nigga Nam. It didn't work. Then that nigga Roshi as Jackie Chan tried to escort her off the arena. Like, bro, what? Like, nah, that nigga Roshi, like, nah, they knew what they was doing.
It was sick work.
Sick work, bro. He ain't even try to hide it.
Yeah,
I'm gonna escort her back to the stage. And it's like all she says, okay, bro.
The thing is with early Dragon Ball, bro, it's so like bro, the shit's so plain as day. And it's like, okay, he's throwing the jokes, you feel me? He's trying to take and he's just being an old perv, but it's like you're doing this too. How old Bulma was at the time? Like
16?
Like 16 or something?
16, I think.
15, 16.
Yeah.
I know she was young as hell because I know she's technically
she was 16.
She's technically older than
she was
Goku.
she was 16. She was 16 at the time.
But it's like, it's like, bro, this old pervy.
It's right in your face.
Old pervy dude saying this wild shit to this young girl, bro. And it's like,
what? But my thing is like, how do you look at that shit and your first instinct is, yeah, this dark humor?
No.
Huh?
Well, what is your how you watch your shit and then laugh? Because I'm pretty sure. I'm pretty sure they laugh. Like with me,
I can laugh at
like
that
with
shit.
me personally, when I went back and watched it, bro, for a good majority of that shit, I was silent. I was like, bro, in my head, I'm like, damn, yo, that's wild as hell. Like I would have never thought, fucking crazy. You feel me? Like I would have never thought like this was actually like I thought when people were saying like, oh yeah, Master Roshi was a perv, and I'm like, oh, okay, he's like on some Jiraiya shit. When I actually watched it, I'm like, oh, nah, this is worse. Like,
that nigga Roshi was sex offender number one, bro.
Worse.
The thing, like, just like beyond Dragon Ball, like I get it though. I know we're talking about Dragon Ball, but it's just like for people to like
the Japanese culture is weird.
For people to like just ignore it. Yeah, it's like for people to ignore it, it's just weird because it's like beyond just Dragon Ball and Naruto, bro. There's some pretty fucked up shit in like almost all their comics, man. Like it a lot of niggas, it goes over a lot of niggas' heads because it's not as raw as Dragon Ball had it out to be. But yo, it's some that are actually worse than Dragon Ball.
Listen, the most
real.
Most fucked up one I seen. I actually like the direction of the series. I never liked the love interest of it. It's 7 Deadly Sins. I said it plenty of times. My biggest issue
was rape stuff.
My biggest issue with that series was the appearance. It was the appearance of the characters. That was my biggest issue because there's no way in hell you make King was with his fucking preteen little boy. He became Fairy King. He matured. He looked like he was in his fucking 20s when he matured into Fairy King.
It up for me too?
Huh?
Meech.
Yeah, what's up?
But my whole thing was like when King matured, when he matured, he looked like he was in his 20s. Why the fuck his sister look like she's 6 with a grown man? That doesn't make sense. That shit threw me for a loop because it was like
Yo, her and Bond
Oh, it
relationship
was me.
really
No,
threw
no, no,
me
no,
for a
no.
loop.
that shit threw me for a loop. Like Meliodas and Elizabeth on was understandable. I never understood. I understood the curse, but it was like he was being pervy and she then got reincarnated so many times. So it's like
No, it
it,
wasn't. It wasn't. No, I'm. Let me say something about that because it wasn't. It wasn't the fact. It was just one. It was just one. It was just one top part when Elizabeth got reincarnated, and that's what made everything so weird. Because at one point when she got reincarnated as a little girl.
yeah,
It's
as
like
the
an
baby.
8-year-old kid.
And then you see her, and then you see Meliodas holding her in his arm. He was like,
Yeah,
"Oh,
that's
don't touch
when.
me."
Yeah, that's when
Yeah.
that the
So the
whole thing with Meliodas and Elizabeth wasn't where up until that point. That's when it got where that on going forward. So that was but y'all niggas could
my whole
continue.
thing, he could have. I mean, my whole thing, that panel could have got rewritten. Because looking at that shit out of context, that shit nasty,
Exactly.
nasty. I would have
And then
rewrote that. I would have rewrote that. I would have never sat down and thought about him like, oh yeah, this the one. No, hell,
hey,
hell
well,
no.
like we said, bro, niggas over in Japan is
Like
and
what?
that nigga's not safe either. That nigga is on that nigga has been on watch since that sequel too. Fucking
Oh yeah, bro, listen. But hold
got
on.
Jericho over here
Yeah,
lusting over
they had
Bond's son.
yeah,
That
they had Jericho doing that stupid shit up with Bond's son. But my biggest thing, right? So we got the understanding of Dragon Ball and these fucking this weirdo ass fan base. My biggest thing with the Japan culture, with the anime culture, right? I hate my biggest peeve, right? Is I hate when they overly sexualize women in a show or they put overly too much detail into the women because it's like now this shit look it to me it look clunky. Now it look all over the place. You feel me? Niggas like to bring up One Piece characters, but I seen way worse. I promise you, I done seen fucking way worse. I done seen way worse. Also, my biggest
I could have did.
I was gonna say that too. My biggest another thing that I did hate too. Another trope I hate was, oh, I'm 600, but I look 12. Or I look 10.
oh that's that
And then it's like
that
what the fuck? Like you don't mature at all. Done.
nah
I hate that
I
trope
can't stand that
I
bullshit.
hate that trope with a
Like,
passion.
Bisky and what's that girl name from Seven Deadly Sins? The fairy chick?
Elaine.
Are the two prime examples of that shit, bro.
Yeah,
Dead
bro,
ass
listen, the
prime
shit with
examples of
Elaine, that what really made me say, bro, I really dislike this shit. The shit with Elaine, that the Elaine is the forefront of that trope. That shit is nasty. That shit is to me. That shit is terrible. That shit is like why?
No, that shit is
Literally like why?
diabolical. That is diabolical. Diabolical behavior.
Like I hate that trope. And then another thing too is that it's like I can understand. I feel like if this is a shonen anime, right? If this is a shonen anime, this shit shouldn't feel more etchy than shonen. I'm just saying.
Wait,
So
what's
what?
the shonen?
I'm saying like if this is a shonen
What's the
anime,
shonen?
I'm just saying in general. If this is a shonen anime, I don't want to go into this motherfucker. I'm thinking like it's gonna be a nice, cool adventure series, whatever. And then this shit, I just get bombarded with like etchiness. Like you didn't even come
Okay, I
off.
see
Like,
what you're
you
talking
didn't even
about.
come off on like, oh yeah, I'm finna go, discover
Like, dude,
my
they
lineage. Like
yeah,
the first thing,
like
you,
it
you
like
see,
it's just out in the like first episode, and
yeah,
that's what. And I think they're getting better with that with like the newer gen series because like throughout all of Demon Slayer, there's only really one scene, and it's with Midori. It's like when she's first running towards Tanjiro, and that was in the manga. But like Tanjiro, he's like, "Hey yo, he's like, your tits is spilling out." He grabbed Shorty, was like, "Hey yo, cover this up."
Yeah,
And
he
it's like,
covered
cause
up.
if it was if it was like an older gen, niggas would be like, "Oh, boobies, nosebleed, Sanji, and all that stupid shit." But nah, Tanjiro's like, he a respectable young nigga. He's like, "Hey, cover this up." You know what I'm saying?
Nah,
Like,
nah, Simmy. You know what else is actually it's pretty wild too with the shit they do?
Go ahead, talk to me.
Fucking fairy tale.
Dog. Go ahead.
Yeah, I just thought about that.
Bro,
Fairy tale low key a little crazy too, yo. I ain't gonna lie to you.
hey, we need to talk about
Like,
that mangaka. That man be having his hand in the hey.
One hand
listen,
on meat,
bro,
another on the pen.
No, trust me. The fairy tale Arthur definitely be having one hand on meat. Cause ain't no way in hell every single female in this nigga's cast is busty as fuck. It makes no sense.
Listen,
I'm like, bro.
you know
every single one, bro, they busty as fuck.
You know what's
Bro,
crazy?
I thought hold on. I thought I was the only one that thought about that shit, bro.
Nah, bro, it's insane. It's insane,
like
yo.
every shorty he introduced, bro. I'm like, yo.
Every
I'm like, yeah.
The only person that's not like that is like if you look at Mishima's work, bro, they're like hard carbon copies of each other. Like they all look like.
But that's his comfortability. That's his comfortability though. That's his comfortability of his style.
Yeah. I'm not gonna lie, I like his art style, but it is kind of annoying how they're all spitting images of each other in different mangas. Like when I watch,
if you listen, Eden Zero is like literally fairy tale. he got another series coming out. Bro look like a black Natsu. I kid you not.
That nigga. I mean, hey, I don't blame bro. Cause if that's your comfort zone, cool. But nah, his stuff outside of his work, like fairy tale and all that, I be seeing people retweet them like, "Hey yo, ain't no way this author like manga could just be drawn as like on the regular." Like, yeah, they gonna eat this stuff.
What y'all say? One hand on meat, one. Wait, what y'all just say? One hand on meat, one hand on
paper. Yep.
Like that's really him.
Yo, I'm trying to tell you, bro, got to be watching porn when he make these bitches, cause there's just no way.
He like the streets gonna like this one.
Yo,
bro, listen,
bro, like,
and guess what? And I'm not gonna lie. Before, but I don't want to get mad, but I ain't gonna lie. I'm streets.
Streets gonna like this one.
Yo, listen. So like,
I'm not gonna lie to you.
Because like, remember that time skip, Simmy, in the jump? I think what is it, Tenero Island? I think when the animation changed and shit, bro. After the time skip, even the bitches that he introduced with small titties, all of a sudden got busty.
No, like, real talk. No, wait, real talk.
Listen, I ain't gonna lie to you. And you know it's crazy. Every character that I do like, and this one thing I do appreciate about Mashima, right? His female cast is way more well written than his male cast.
Yeah.
Every time.
Yeah, I love her.
I love her. Listen, from Lucy, Urza, Wendy, Minerva, Utir,
Kagura.
Brandish, Kagura, what's Urza mom name? I forgot her.
Oh yeah, she's I think wasn't her name Scarlet Witch too, or something like that? Scarlet something, wasn't it?
It was, bro. Listen,
It was Scarlet something. Listen, but yeah, I know what you're talking about. Yeah, perfect characters. Those are great
nigga,
characters.
10 out of 10, 10 out of 10, right? And I tell people all the time, bro, Natsu is not the best written character in that fucking show at all. In that series, no. The female cast in Fairy Tail clears.
It clears a lot. They're
actually strong. They actually have fucking development. They go through real trauma. You know what I'm saying? They're not just there like other niggas like
clear.
Yeah, like that one character from Black Clover. You know the water bitch. What's her name? What's her name? Noelle.
Listen, we ain't finna start, Brown, because we ain't getting no bar back.
No, yo, that is sick. No borrowing for anyway.
I been thought she was dead. I don't know why niggas had hope.
I had hope.
Bro, she
So
can't
how
be
long-
dead, bro. Yo, they haven't confirmed it yet. Yo, can we stop? Can we stop? Can we stop, please?
Bro, we haven't seen her in like 2 years, bro.
All right,
Come
bro.
on.
Move
Brian,
around, bro.
Brian,
Move around.
Brian,
Move around,
Brian,
bro.
Brian,
Move around, bro.
She got hit in the eye, in the face, by a
No.
nigga that has a pretty broken technique.
Hey,
You
bro.
finna
Hey,
tell
bro.
me she's alive?
Hey,
Be
bro.
for
Hey, bro.
real.
Hey, bro.
Her
Leave me
face
alone,
got
bro. Hey,
blown
bro.
the fuck off.
A
Her
black,
face blown the fuck off, nigga. She packed the fuck up.
a black
She
brother
is
can
attacked.
dream. Let a
All
black
you
brother
do is
dream,
smoking
bro.
on her right now.
Let a black brother dream, bro. She alive, bro.
Nigga. Smoking on her right now.
You know, she alive, bro. She alive.
Smoking on this girl right now. No bar
She
right
alive,
now.
bro. Stop it. She alive. We all know she
I ain't
alive.
gonna lie to you though. It's another trope that I do hate a lot too.
The Tsunade? Tsunade shit?
Who Tsunade? What big titty old women?
No. I
about
don't
this?
like you, but I want
love
to be.
you.
I like you, but I want to be mean to you. I hate.
Oh, you
that
mean the
shit.
Tsundere shit? That's what you mean.
I hate
Oh,
that, bro.
You hate Vegeta?
That's
I mean,
That nigga lying. He's lying. He even know
That's
he
big.
even know he was a tsundere. Lying ass.
Hey, bro. Like I get that, but like every female don't have to have that trait, bro.
That is kind of annoying. It's either like the tsundere where she don't like you, or it's like the shy meat girl. It's like
No.
Okay.
The shy meat girl. Damn, that sounds crazy.
Bro, listen, and then like half of the stories, bro, the mean girl that likes you win. Like she wins at the end of the story, bro. Like she never loses.
Yeah, but that's
Like, we
but
don't-
that's usually like in the animes that's not shown in.
But that shouldn't be the thing though. It should always go to the person that loves you and care the most. And then most of the time,
Yeah,
that's the
that's
shy
why
girl.
Hinata won.
Yeah, right, because she is the shy girl. Like, what Hinata can say after everything. I won.
you know what's
Yeah.
actually sick that niggas was doing at one point?
What?
I remember the time around when Bleach ended, and I know it wasn't like
speaking of
big known
Bleach,
thing.
these niggas,
Yeah.
bro.
No. When them niggas said that Ichigo should have ended up with Rukia,
I want
that's
all them
how
to
I
die.
know. No. That's how I know niggas did not pay attention at all to their dynamic, like legit at all.
They're like
honestly,
they
real
like,
talk
they
though.
like best friends, family. Like
Honestly, when I first started reading Bleach, or like because I read it back in 2019, and then I watched it back in like before the Thousand Year Blood War was getting adapted into the anime. Never while reading or watching it, I never thought of them as a couple. I always thought of them as like either best friends or like having a sibling like rivalry for real. I've never seen I don't see where people see the romance between them. Really?
I never got it. I never got it either.
Stated that Rukia don't like that nigga like that.
She literally said that. She said it in the anime and in the manga.
And the only reason why that nigga went so far as to save her soul society is like, hey yo, she gave me powers, nigga. She gave me like a reason to I wouldn't have this if I wasn't for her.
They ended up being friends, nigga. They didn't. It's not like she came out to Earth and the world of the living and just shunned the nigga. No, they became really close friends. Of course he's gonna go save. This is the shonen. Shonen, they say friends in shonen. Nigga, be for real.
Exactly. So I don't I honestly never once when I saw Ichigo and Rukia on screen did I think, oh, they look cute together. No, I always knew Orihime was
listen, the people who say
the main girl.
Is people who force relationships and get heartbroken.
Yeah, you mean we gotta think about it too. These are the same niggas that be trying to ship Bakugo and Midoriya. So, you know.
Hey bro,
that should be funny as hell.
That is sick.
That shit is so
That should be
stupid,
funny as hell, bro. Because they actually be thinking.
Then I recently seen niggas say that Ochako and what's his name is gonna end up getting together too.
Ochako and Toga.
Only for Shorted to die. That's tough.
Yeah. Like I was like, yo, y'all niggas is stupid, yo. Like, what are y'all talking about?
No lie.
Like that one
I'm
chapter when
serious.
they were fighting in that hotel room. Like right after that, that's not hotel, but that one little room in the war. That after that, niggas like, oh, they gonna get together. Like, what are you watching?
like I just honestly don't understand. Like, bro, I feel like people who ship these characters, they clearly like never have been in a relationship or like interacted with someone of the
Oh, at all?
opposite gender.
Yeah, no,
So it's like,
no.
bro, y'all don't like y'all. And I
They've never
understand,
been.
look, you
They
should
never been friend. Not.
like ship
They
who
never
you
been
want to
friends with each
ship,
other.
bro. It's fiction at the end of the day. But when the main ship that the author intends wins and goes about its day, why are you getting upset? That's literally the route the author wanted to go with. Like, I knew because it's like you got to think, how would Ichigo and Rukia even work? That nigga's a whole human. She's a soul reaper. Well, if you want to sit there and say, "Yo, he's part Shinigami, Quincy, and Hollow," then I guess. But the
No,
nigga's
no,
majority human.
no, still.
So, like,
Nah, when
How
niggas,
the fuck would it work?
me. When niggas was
how
saying
would it
that,
work?
when niggas was saying that, that's before we knew about all that. So it still wouldn't have
Well,
worked.
It wouldn't.
yeah, but like,
Yeah,
if you're caught up with the manga and all stuff, but like, it's honestly, it's like, how would that work? Like, honestly. And besides, it's like
Listen, they can't even.
they never showed romantic interest in each other. So it's like, why are you? If you want to
small
ship
thing.
them, do that in your own corner. Cool. But the niggas who actually know what the real ship is, niggas is gonna be feasting off that W. I always knew he was going to Orihime. That nigga was like,
Yeah,
hey,
you be
yo,
looking at the nigga. Be looking at the nigga with googly eyes, of course.
exactly. I knew I knew Orihime was the one when that nigga told Soul Society, hey, bro, y'all don't want to come to Waco Munda to save her with me. I'm good, my nigga. I'm going regardless. Chad
Yeah,
and
facts. This nigga risked his
Uryu did
whole
what
life
they
to see
can't.
his
They
daughter.
yeah, Chad and Uryu. They was like, hey, bro, we coming with you. You know what I'm saying? We gonna help. She our friend too. Say less. That nigga Ichigo was not about to listen to Soul Society and be like, oh y'all. Like I've been like, Yamamoto, you don't get your old ass out of my face. Fuck out of here, nigga.
Yeah, that's
Telling
what
me
I'm
what I
saying.
can and can't say, nigga. No.
I just never understood why they like would do that. Like they just ship all the wrong things. Like y'all niggas never had the
That's
opposite
another.
sex as friends.
That's another thing.
Like obviously,
That's another thing I didn't like as well because it's like, bro, y'all for one, y'all shipping. I hate the ship community with a passion because they be shipping stuff that does not make sense. Like it doesn't
Like
make
characters
sense.
that don't have never even interacted with
Never
each
even
other. Like
interacted
now
with
y'all
each
just
other
shipping
or
just
the
the ship.
characters. No, it's either that or the sexuality community. They'll automatically tell you somebody is
yeah,
fucking
nah, it's
gay,
nah. Sim, you right. It's
straight.
that sex. Yeah,
Listen, bro, I
the
done heard
character
it
can
all.
be straight. The character can be straight in the manga, and then like the nigga, like I was like recently, not recently, but a minute ago. I'm so glad I'm out of this shit. But it was a minute ago. I seen niggas try to ship Gojo and Geto. Like, be for real, yo.
Niggas can't just be best friends.
Yeah,
Like
like
God.
niggas really can't just be friends, yo. Like, what is wrong with you niggas, yo?
Like, bro, like, come on, man. And I get it. Ship who you want. I don't care. But it's just like, what
Nah,
it
I
gets to the
care.
point where
Shit
it
down.
gets to
Nah, I
the
can
point
give
where like if you pushing
two.
your ship to try to make it seem like it's actually canon, you have a problem, bro.
Nah, that's what you
Like
call delusion.
you're delusional. You need to
Nah,
cut. You need to walk. You need to touch
hold
grass.
on.
It's
I'm a hater. Nah, I'm a certified hater. I'm gonna tell them niggas right now, y'all look stupid. I don't care. That shit is stupid. You need to stop. You need to stop that shit.
like what the
I
fuck is
can't
wrong
stand.
with y'all, man?
Can't
Move,
stand
like
that shit.
move, nigga.
You went out your way to ship two straight characters.
It just doesn't make
Man, that
sense.
should be ass. Like niggas be corny,
Complete
bro.
ass.
It just
Be
doesn't.
embarrassing.
But yeah, them niggas, them sexuality niggas too. They be pissing me off. Like y'all see these niggas ain't ever interacted like that. So why y'all putting these labels on them?
It's another thing that I also was like, I was like, damn, like I was concerned about the Japan culture. I really think that some of these motherfuckers is really like super depressed. I be reading some of these mangas and I'm like, bro, there's no way in hell you thought about this in a happy mental state ever, like ever.
So hold on. So a lot. So coming out, I'm not saying I'm like a fucking writer or nothing like that. But a lot of these niggas, even like writers over here in America, they have a certain fan base that they migrate to. You know what I'm saying? Like, so I think that like some of the shit you probably have read is probably like depressing as hell to you, but like to other niggas they can relate. You see what I'm saying? Like
Yeah.
I've read some depressing ass regular like American books. Like there's shit to make you be like, why am I reading this shit? I'm not even this sad. So I kinda get why certain authors be having some depressing ass shit. So I get that. But it's just for me the only thing I can't stand is just the sexualization of like little kids and shit. Like that should be over exaggerating, man. Like shouldn't no little kid be looking like a 25-year-old? And she 14. She 14 with titties the size of my head. Come on now.
No, that's crazy.
I'd be like, come on, bro. Like, you couldn't at least like, if you were gonna do this, you might as well drawn her as an adult. Like, honestly, from jump.
Listen, that's how I be
Like,
feeling. That's why I say I hate this. I hate the ship. I mean, not a ship. I hate the trope of like, yeah, I'm 600, but secretly I'm like, I mean, I'm
I
6
look
feet.
12.
I look 12. Like that shit is stupid as hell to me, bro. Like I don't know who even thought about that genre and just ran with it. That shit is nasty work,
That
bro.
shit is like
And then
insane.
I could honestly, as I got older, I could wholeheartedly understand the whole pervy old dude trope. I can understand it now. It's like
Yeah, because it's some
that shit is
perverted ass
yeah.
old
It's like bro,
niggas. It's some perverted ass old
you
niggas out here.
pervy as hell. Like who the fuck want to even deal with that? Like let's be honest. You feel me? And like as
Like,
a
That's just
I
insane.
can understand
But like,
that trope, but it's like, even then, it's like, all right, y'all niggas kind of pushing it now.
yeah, that was another thing. So I'm like, bro, like y'all pushing it, like that shit obviously is like, as fuck. So I don't know why you're
But it's ingrained in their culture, I guess. So.
It is.
yeah,
It's
you gotta think. You gotta think about it too. It may not sell here, but it's selling Japan.
Yeah, it's like the whole thing with fucking like, because I know like, because niggas, it's like the whole nosebleed gag. It's like, bro, again with this bullshit. Like,
yeah,
all right,
the nosebleed gag. I really had to get used to it because um that nigga
Yeah,
Sanji
that's
Sanji
literally
used
in
to
everything.
Sanji
Yeah,
used to piss me off with that shit.
yeah, that shit. Nah, like Sanji, my favorite character, but that shit is annoying as hell though.
I'm like,
Like honestly, like Sanji is a great written character, but that whole fucking simp shit, like it ruins it sometimes, yo. It really does.
nah, I be hearing that though. Like, niggas be like, Sanji be he be on his when he in his bag, but then once he be doing that simp shit and nose bleeding over shorties, it's like, all right, bro, all right,
you lost me.
yeah, -10 on the board.
That's why they be pushing that nasty narrative.
Yeah, niggas be like Zoro. You know, like shut the fuck up. I can't stand them niggas. Hey, speaking of be on the topic of comics, did y'all niggas see that Andrew Tate made a top G comic?
Oh,
I saw that bullshit,
I never
and
seen
he was like selling it for like almost $100.
$97, nigga. I'm not reading that shit. I bet y'all I'd pirate that shit fast if I ever wanted to read it.
Wait, he's making a who?
He
He
made a whole
made
comic, I think.
a comic book called The Top G. If you look at my Twitter page, I just said something about it. I mean, I didn't say nothing too crazy. I was just like, I'm not reading that shit. But I seen that shit, and I'm like, yo, $97. First of all, nigga, why that weird ass amount? You could have been like, you could have rounded that shit up to 100, nigga. Like,
He just said $90.
Like, and like, ain't nobody trying to, nigga. I don't not want no fucking $90 from $90 comic book from you, bro.
A $90 comic book for you to talk about absolutely nothing is hilarious.
Bro, I know what you represent, bro. Nah, I don't need that shit. But
It ain't
yeah,
gonna make me
niggas. What was I about to say? No, but
like
yeah, that
like he
whole
be preaching. It ain't gonna make me no money. Like he be preaching. So what
exactly,
the fuck I'm reading for?
exactly, nigga. No, but no, that should be funny though with Sanji though, cause like the
Like
Zoro
legit
stands be
no, like
like, the Zoro stands be
he is
like, yeah, see, this is exactly why that nigga not better than the fuck out of here.
yeah, like that shit is insane to me, bro, because like Zoro, like Sanji and Zoro are perfectly great written characters, but it's like once Sanji starts simping, yo, it's just like it's
Oh,
like, bro, what happened? Yeah, like what
Zoro,
happened to this nigga? I
Zoro
mean,
fans be
nigga,
like, oh, Zoro would never. It's like them niggas. I don't know why them niggas be at like, or the like the fans.
the
I
thing
would
is
say
crazy though.
niggas.
It's crazy though. Yeah, like the whole One Piece fan base, bro. It's insane. Like them niggas go back and forth about stupid shit. Like I'm not gonna sit here and argue on why Zoro is stronger than Sanji or why Sanji's stronger than Zoro. When in hindsight, nigga, they're on the same fucking crew. It don't matter. They're trying to get the job done, which is whatever the fuck's going on in the arc. Like I don't get it. And I'm not even and truthfully speaking, I'm not saying this, but like they're probably equals if you want to be real with you. Like,
In a sense.
like in a sense, they're technically equal. They literally rival each other. They're literally rivals of the crew. Like, they're not like just two niggas that hate each other. No, bro, they're rivals. They try to one up each other all the time. But Zoro fans just dick eat Zoro to the death of them. Like if
That shit be
Zoro was
funny as
alive,
hell.
bro, I'm pretty sure that nigga would be like, bro, get off my dick. Like for real. Because the way these niggas be dick riding Zoro is insane. It's insane. Like a nigga will I seen a nigga argue with full paragraphs on the TL about how Zoro is stronger than Luffy. What the fuck are you talking about?
Yeah, they be getting crazy with that. I'm like, y'all know that nigga's the main character, right? The fuck are y'all talking about?
Listen, one thing I hate is a delusional fan.
Nah, one thing that is funny though, I ain't gonna lie, this just be cracking me the fuck up because it be pissing niggas off when niggas be like, when niggas put a Gear 5th Luffy versus Naruto, and then like everybody be like, oh, Gear 5th Luffy solos, and this be pissing off Naruto fans. That shit is so funny. That shit is so fucking funny because they get so mad. And honestly, if we're talking about like speaking of that Gear 5th shit, if we've been real here, if niggas never ever said nothing, you know, saying that shit was ever gonna break the internet and nothing like that, I believe that shit would probably be the most watched, you know, episode on Crunchyroll. Not saying it's gonna break the internet, but I think it would have more hype behind it. So now you're gonna get niggas to not purposely watch it because of this shit. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like, I don't give a fuck. I read the shit 2 years ago. I already know what it looks like. You know what I'm saying? I just want to see the animation. But for the people that's in the anime only, they're not gonna want to watch that shit, bro. All the manga readers just ruined it for the niggas. Truthfully speaking, like they really did. They've been ruined it. So really, it's just niggas is really just trolling just to piss off the Dragon Ball community. And you see it's actually working. If you want me to be real with you, like I'm seeing TikToks daily. I'm seeing fucking niggas making fucked up not fucked up status, but fucked up tweets saying like, you know, Gear 5th Heiko be more iconic than Goku going Super Saiyan and all these like petty little childish videos and shit like that. But in hindsight, at this point, it's got to be like, y'all niggas got to be trolling because there's no way y'all really think that's going to be more iconic than Goku going Super Saiyan. It's just not. It's literally not. Yeah, it's like it's just literally not. It's just not even going to be on the same par. Like Goku going, like you can literally walk up to anybody today that's never watched anime, and you show him that scene of Goku going Super Saiyan, they're gonna know what's happened. You know what I'm saying? So it's kind of like, be for real, like. And then you get niggas like Meech that be like, man, that shit an industry plant. No, it's not. And I'm gonna tell you niggas right now, it's not an industry plant. This shit has been foreshadowed. No. I'm gonna tell you. So all the niggas that keep saying this shit an industry plant, that shit literally has been foreshadowed since fucking Skypiea, right? No, maybe even before that, for real. But this shit's always been fucking foreshadowed. Oda has an amazing foreshadow in the story, so the shit has always been there. But it ain't no fucking industry plan. Stop saying that shit. Stop saying that shit.
Oh
Stop disrespecting my
man,
niggas. Not an
industry plan is nasty.
Not a fucking industry plan, yo.
Industry plan is nasty.
No, that shit be funny as hell. I'm just saying, them niggas had that merch ready. Put in the movie, everything. Ain't give niggas nothing. No, that shit's funny as hell. Just calling something an industry plan is insane.
No, that's crazy.
Like you gotta be a whole hater to just call a transformation an industry plan.
And this I know some niggas didn't even read. I mean, have never read the book because they call it a retcon. How is that a retcon?
What?
That's what I'm saying. How is it a retcon? Like, genuinely speaking, like, it's no way out. It's no way.
That's what you call boring.
Industry plan. That shit is so fucking funny, though. That shit an industry plan ass transformation. That shit is funny, though.
The sudden rise in popularity for this.
That's funny as fuck.
That shit is funny, yo. Like,
hey, you gotta throw your hand.
Fucking.
That shit is
this
funny,
fucking
bro.
industry plan ass transformation.
It's funny as fuck.
You mean to tell me we ain't seen this transformation on animated yet? Y'all niggas got merchandise for it, right? No, Hannibal. Yeah, I knew y'all niggas trying to move the needle. No, they say it's foreshadowed since Skype. Yeah, all right, nigga.
Leave it up to me.
So if you fucking watch, nigga, you would know that it's been foreshadowed.
I'm just saying, Flog. I'm
Niggas
not.
ain't finna do my nigga Luffy like that. Call my nigga transformation and just play.
No, they call that shit a retcon.
Listen, to call Luffy an industry plan is fucking.
Yeah, like how the fuck is it a retcon?
It said
They
that
call
nigga,
it a retcon or industry plan. It's
nigga is
just
an
sick
industry plan, bro. Oh my god.
Industry plan SMC.
Yo,
This sudden rise in popularity.
Take this nigga book away, God. This nigga's industry plan. Yo.
She playing. That should be when I first saw that in the TL, because niggas was talking about Gear 5 getting animated, and they saw the trailer. Niggas was just like, this industry plan ass transformation. Because it's just like, bro, how do you know how much hate you got for series to call that shit an industry plan?
Serious, that's been going on since the 90s. It's crazy.
Call it the transformation of industry plan. No, I'd be mad as hell if I was older. I know I'd be going on that fucking American Twitter, be like, "What are these niggas saying up about my transformation industry plan?"
Hey, bro, listen, I couldn't be no I couldn't be no mangaka, dog. I couldn't be no mangaka. I go on the internet and I see y'all slandering my shit for no reason. Oh yeah, smoke.
Oh nigga, if I was a 7 Deadly Sins manga, I probably would have stopped writing.
I'd have been.
I know, bro. Oh my god, bro. Yeah. That nigga's like, yeah, I'm gonna get him with this one.
I would have stopped.
Come back that next Sunday.
Wait a minute.
They're like, what the fuck is this? Oh, I thought these niggas like that. Oh, they not. Oh, they American. My bad. My fault. No, nigga. Thought that shit was gonna hit over here in the States. Absolutely not, nigga.
Oh, that shit filthy. And thing is, I like the concept. It's just what the fuck you did was terrible. I said, oh, word, this what we doing?
All right, my nigga, I'm about to get up off.
That's crazy. Anyway, yeah, I'm gonna wrap it up with y'all boys. We're gonna definitely be back tomorrow. Thank you for everybody who did come out, support, show love in every fashion, in every way.
Yes, sir.
That nigga Meech need $2 for his sensu bean farm.
$2. Don't disrespect me.
Anyway, catch y'all the next time. Peace out.
I'm smelling something I don't like.
That's it.